Keep me in the valley, and he will hide me from the rain. Hey.
Whenever British people sing, their accent goes away. It's not American.
Nah.
Do it again real quick.
Keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. I'm still a monk. I told you, I'm the ambassador for the
It
city.
goes away a little bit.
No, it doesn't go away.
Hello, I am here in Manchester at the Piccadilly Gardens. There's a lot of people walking around who have miraculously are here on the earth at the same time as me. Imagine that. How crazy. I never knew anything about Manchester as a city, and I figured the only way to find out about a place is to go to that place and talk to the people about life and stuff. So I'm here to do that. Let's see if anyone will want to talk to a gecko in the city of Manchester in the United Kingdom. Okay. All right, let's go talk to some people. What's up, man?
Not a lot. About to go to work.
What's your name?
Rick.
Rick, where do you work?
Brown's bar around the corner.
What is Brown's?
It's just a nice posh little bar.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool. All right, so you work at a bar. Now, what are the bar patrons like? Are they cool? Are they rowdy? Are they tough?
No, it's good lot actually. It's the bar's kind of marketed towards middle-aged white people, really.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Nice fancy drinks, nice fancy food.
Okay.
Sit down, come in. I don't know why they hired me.
Mm.
I'm a bit of a, I don't know.
Tell me more. What are you a bit of?
I like to make the joke that I'm a well-dressed homeless man.
Mm.
Like, I'm very nature, I'm very outdoors, I like to camp, I like to hike. And somehow I've ended up in this bar full of fancy people.
Well, I don't know if camping makes you like a homeless guy.
Well,
I guess you're temporarily homeless.
Yeah, temporarily homeless.
Right.
I make my own home.
Yeah.
No offense to the homeless people there either. Much love.
What's your life like, man?
At the moment, I've recently moved here. Moved from Bradford.
From Bradford? Where's Bradford?
Up north, next to Leeds, Yorkshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was a pharmaceutical dispenser, had a nice job, moved over, and Brown's was the first thing I picked up when I got here, and it's been very good to support me in the time here.
What's this, Hello. Tell me more about this park. Where are we? What's going on?
We're in Piccadilly Gardens.
Okay.
Piccadilly train station's that way. And it's just a nice little area. There's always something going on. Christmas market usually around here. This is the new drinking spot.
So you moved here recently, you said?
Yeah. My childhood best friend lives here.
Oh, yeah?
And bought a house and needed someone to live in the house that didn't go stir crazy.
Is that why you moved here? Is because to be with your childhood friends?
Yeah, that and I think I'd outgrown Bradford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you looking for now that you're here?
Like, I feel like I stagnated.
Okay.
And I want to grow again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've grown in a while. It'd be good to grow again.
How old are you?
About to go 30.
Better to 30. How long do you think you've been stagnant for?
Too long.
Too long?
Years.
Years?
Yeah. Couple of bad decisions, a lot of bad relationship decisions.
Yeah.
And it's time to make healthy life choices.
Okay. What was if you don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about, but like what's the most recent, like, I guess what do you think was the most recent bad decision you made that caused you to stagnate?
I started smoking again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cigarettes are a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
but here's the thing, man. Every single person in Europe and the UK smokes cigs.
True. And you only live once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cigarettes make they turn that once a little. They make it a little smaller.
Yeah,
But I'm not one to talk because I eat McDonald's every fucking day. So
That's fair.
Is there any aspect in particular in which you're trying to grow?
In my sport and emotionally.
Emotionally, okay.
Yeah. I have a habit of picking up people with mental health issues and then trying to fix them. And I need to stop doing that and allow myself to have a healthy, happy relationship.
You have a habit of finding relationship partners who have mental health issues and trying to fix them. Well, do you have? It's tough, right? Because you have, I'm sure, a bunch of crazy shit going on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I've come from a place of that. I think that's why I'm attracted to it, because I understand it.
Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing for me. And I was going to say quite often, but almost every time it's not been the best for me.
Well, ideally,
Yeah.
right? Ideally,
Yeah.
you're fucked up. You meet somebody who's fucked up, and you guys work together to unfuck yourselves, right? That's the dream.
Surely, ideally, is you're arriving at a place of growth, and you arrive at the place with someone else who wants to grow, and you grow together and build something stronger.
Yeah, but it's hard. Right?
That's the
Why do you
impossible
think
dream.
that doesn't work?
That's
Because
the impossible
it would
dream,
seem
innit?
that
Yeah.
equation would seem to make sense, but for some reason doesn't work.
No,
it actually
doesn't.
makes it two fucked up people come together, and instead of working together on themselves, it creates havoc. Why do you think that is?
I feel like chaos attracts chaos.
Yeah.
It's entropy, isn't it? It's where you should be. I don't know. I think. What's the best way to put it? I think you should be allowed to be chaotic in small doses, but still maintain stability.
Yeah.
Like a tree, a tree roots in the ground. That's its stability, but its leaves can be chaotic. It can. You can sway,
That's good,
it
right?
can-
Because if there's too much stability, it's boring.
Yeah.
Too much chaos, you're all over. You can't
exactly.
do anything.
It's healthy balance, isn't it? Everything's healthy balance.
All right, where are you at now? Like, give me a 50. Give me like a what percentage are you chaos? What percentage are you stable?
Oh, I'm trying to be very structured at the moment. I'm 30 in like 2 weeks' time,
Yeah.
and I'm very close to getting a six-pack. And the prayer is I can have the six-pack
Can I-
for the first. No, I know this is off on the internet.
No.
I'm all right, and I'm hoping to have it for the first time in my life before I'm 30. So that's my midlife crisis, which is I think the healthiest midlife crisis you could possibly have. A desire to overdo something for the benefit of yourself rather than spending all my money on stupid things like cigarettes.
Well, that's interesting because I guess the two types of midlife crises I could imagine you having is one where you've lived your life, straight edge the whole time, and now it's like my midlife crisis is I gotta go crazy. I gotta hookers and blow and cars and stuff. Whatever. I don't know what your thing is.
Your
Everyone has a
experience,
thing.
yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, definitely my experience. And then the other one is it's been, drugs and crazy shit all the time, and now it's like we got to go straight edge.
Yeah, I lived that early life. I'm kind of going more the straight edge way.
Okay.
Not true straight edge. Yeah. I need the little bit of chaos, the balance of it.
What's your ideal? All right, in your ideal life, give me a day in your ideal life, like a
Day in
day,
my ideal
not like
life.
the unit. The day is the unit, right?
All
So if
right.
we're talking about your ideal life, it's too fancy, it's too ethereal. What's a day? What's morning to night in your ideal life?
Half fantasy, half my reality right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I wake up in the morning next to someone I love, and I know that's a pure love. We have breakfast. We both go to work. The work day is good, it's fulfilling. Maybe I'm back in pharmacy again, maybe I'm working in a hospital, I help people through my day. On my way home, my sport's climbing, I go climbing. Maybe she meets me there, maybe she has a different hobby, maybe she does while I go climbing. We come home, we eat a meal together, we enjoy an evening, the simple quiet things in life. It's intimate, there's passion, there's joy. If something hard goes on, we sort it, if something doesn't. And then I go to bed with that person knowing I'm going to wake up in the morning and open my eyes and they're there.
All right, now give me a day in your like just crazy horrible life.
I do a job I enjoy. I wake up in the morning, I have my breakfast by myself. I go to my job. I work hard. I graft. I go climbing or to the gym when I finish. I come home. I eat my meals with my childhood best friend. Thankfully.
That's not horrible at all.
That's
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it is, but it's we're not quite peaking yet. We're at 80%.
You're 80%. 80% is pretty good. A lot of
80% solid.
I myself have been had days where I'm at about 5%.
Yeah. Now you've put it like that, I need to be more grateful.
Yeah.
You're right. I need to be more grateful for.
Is that where we're at? Or is you feel like from talking about all this?
Yeah.
You feel like you got to be more grateful.
I think I miss gratitude out. I think I'm getting it, but I'm not grateful for it.
Me too, man. Me too. We could all use a little bit of I don't know. You ever read stories about people who like get brain aneurysms or any shit like that, and you're like, at least I'm not dead.
Yeah.
At least I got arms and legs. Like that's That's the only way you're ever going to be happy, I think, is
exactly.
just being grateful for what you have. Just arms and legs and a cool hat and
Yeah. I see why you do this now.
Five
You're good
pack.
at this. Mine's not even a hard problem when you've reached it.
Really? I feel like can I be honest? I feel like I've been enjoying having this conversation with you,
Oh, thank you.
but I'm sitting here. I feel like I didn't do anything.
Maybe you just needed to talk it out. Yeah, maybe I just need to talk it out.
Okay.
And listening is doing something though.
Okay, cool.
So you have, and
Okay.
you've prompted, and you've done great.
Thanks.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
I'm grateful for you too.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for talking to me about all this stuff.
Fucking love a gecko.
Man, all right. I'm gonna. I feel better about this all too. Where do you think we go when we die?
I like to believe in not necessarily reincarnation, but that energy persists, the soul. This soul hits the ground, we're going to feed that tree over there, and then something else goes on. And from there, I don't know, but I like the idea that something else goes on. The energy goes somewhere. Maybe it's the singularity, that consciousness bubble that people say. Maybe it's part of me, my soul, a scrap of another one else's soul, a scrap of someone else's soul that mixes together, and eventually that makes the next child. And that brings his characteristics. It's a little bit of me, a little bit of someone else, a little bit of someone else, and that's who they are. Maybe it just goes on. I like the idea that it goes on. I don't like the idea of an absolute end. I think that's why people like the idea of heaven. It just goes on, doesn't it? Like absolutes are
I believe in reincarnation, and I believe that well, here's what I say.
Yeah, it's a
I
gecko.
believe that when I return to this earth after my death, I will be reincarnated as a small handful of ants,
I like that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
that way I can cover more ground.
Yeah.
Because I'll be many things.
A little bit of your soul in each ant. running
Yeah, a
around.
little bit of myself in each ant. So
yeah.
I think you can cover more ground if you're more stuff.
I like that. I like that a lot. And probably feed geckos.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I guess that's the circle of life.
That is the circle of life.
What's your name again?
Rick.
Rick, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Be grateful. Hug your friends more. And try harder to love yourself.
Thank you for talking to a gecko, man.
Thank you for having me.
Also, by the way, I like your pants.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Have a good rest of your time at your job. This old thing.
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is Rakeem, but you can call me Ricky.
Rakeem?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's life?
It's good, yeah. I think the audience that we got behind the camera is just requesting us to speak a bit louder, I think.
Oh,
So-
the fuck! This isn't for them. This is for the internet.
You can watch it online.
It is funny though. It is funny that everywhere I go, everywhere that I've been doing this,
Yeah.
I go over and I'm like, there's no way anyone's gonna want to talk to me, and then there's like a small crowd. I've never but like. It's weird. Like usually sometimes when I do this, nobody will talk to me, and then other times it's like a
why
small
wouldn't you
crowd.
want to talk to a guy walking around in a gecko suit?
They probably think I want money from them, but what I really want is the
That's only in
deepest,
France.
darkest secrets. Now, Rakeem, you said your name was
You call me Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah, but in France, they do that stuff in France. They try to jump into your photo. So when you take a photo of them, they charge you for it. We don't do that in Manchester. It's,
Yeah.
it's a different city.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
am gonna charge you for
We
this.
take
but
stuff from you differently.
Ricky,
Yeah.
what's up, man? How's life?
Life's like a roller coaster. It's got its ups and it's got its downs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me. Let's start down. I like starting down so we can finish up. What's down?
What's down? Well, the past year, every time I go up, it goes down. So every time I think things are getting better, they just get worse, over and over. Like I actually got my jaw broken over there on Halloween.
You got your jaw broken?
Yeah.
What happened? What did you do?
I was walking. I'm trying to get the cable out. I was walking, and someone asked me from what the song I was listening to. So I had pulled my AirPod out my ear like that. I showed them my phone, and then they said, "Can I listen to it?" I said no. So I put my AirPod in, and I took a step forward to walk away, and then punched me there. I fell on the floor, smacked my chin here. I got what's called the Queen's Guard break or something like that because it fractured it here, and here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. What? Why did they punch you, man? What? They were upset because they wanted to
Yeah.
listen to your music?
Just to, can I say any swear words? Can I say any swear words?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah. It was just a dickhead, basically.
Okay.
I just punched me for pretty much next to no reason. Yeah.
Ah.
It is what it is, though. I move on.
Was it the first? Was it the
surgery.
first time you were ever the victim of a crime?
No.
Is there a lot of crime in Manchester?
Yeah. There's probably a bit of crime going on around us actually right now. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just
really?
go for it.
It
Just
seems like
walk around this square, and you'll be able to spot a lot more crime than you
It
think.
seems like too nice a day for crime.
Crime happens every single day. You know? It's always happening. I've got a question for you, though.
Yeah, sure.
So I've been asked this question before. I'm pretty
If
sure.
you're gonna fucking ask me if the inside of my face should be red, I'm kicking you out immediately.
I won't ask the question then.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
How does that rage you so much?
you know, I was setting up,
Yeah.
and you came over to me and you said, "I have something I really want to talk about."
Oh no, I just wanted to have a conversation with you as well.
Oh, okay, I thought you had a specific thing that you wanted to talk about. Oh, okay.
Nothing particular.
What do you do for work?
I'm currently looking for a job.
What
yeah,
job?
Yeah, I've any job, literally anything. I just need any job.
Any job at all.
I've got less than £5 to my name to the end of this month.
What's the what was your most recent job?
My most recent job, painting and decorating.
But why did you get let go from there?
I didn't let go. It's just someone I know who just has a painting and decorating business. Just takes me on here and there.
Oh, okay. So it's not a full time gig.
Yeah,
it's
yeah. So
freelance.
it's just like a random shit.
Did you go to school? Did you go to college or anything?
Yeah, so I went to finish school, did pretty well, went to college, dropped out of college, went to Japan, came back, tried to go to uni in London, but shit just fell apart again there, and then I came back to Manchester.
What were you doing in Japan?
So one day I got really angry at my family, and I walked out of the house, and I kept walking around Manchester, and I came across a Mormon church for some reason and decided to go inside. And I come from a Muslim family, so that's a bit random. So we went into a Mormon church, and then they had this little event going on. So I started talking to the people there, met this Chinese guy there, called himself Vincent, but that wasn't his name. Anyways, a couple months later, I leave home again, and then he messages me and says, well, I've got a spare bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, you can move into my apartment with me. Because he's got his own bedroom, so I had a nice 2-bedroom apartment with a balcony.
This is a guy you just met,
So-
and he's texting you like, "Hey, do you want to move in with me?"
No, but I met him through the church,
Oh, okay.
and I know he didn't swing that way, so I knew I was safe.
Well, it wasn't
Well,
about.
I
wasn't
I
wondering
hoped
if he
I
was
was safe.
gay or not. I was just like, it's
No,
a stranger
obviously, if I
inviting
go
you
into a
to live in
situation
his
like that, I
house.
need to know whether I'm safe or not, you know what I mean? Like, I
Okay.
don't want to be waking up with someone just behind me, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
bro? That's scary, that is scary. I've never experienced it and never want to. Anyways, but yeah, I met him, it was pretty nice. As things were going along, 2 months fast forward, he tells me my visa's going to run out.
Sure.
So instead of me saying to him, okay, so why don't you just go back to China? I said to him, let's just go to Japan. So he pays £600 and odd pounds for a plane ticket for me to go to Japan, and then he also gives me £800 spending money because I was supposed to go to Japan.
Damn, actually, maybe this guy does kind of want to fuck you. If he's
No,
giving you
I
all
was
this
supposed to go
money.
to Japan, scout things out, and then he was supposed to come over. I went to Japan, and then towards the end, I kind of ran out of money, came back to the UK. And then when I asked him where he was, he says, I'm in Japan. But when I went onto Snapchat and zoomed into his location, he was in China. Yeah. So he just went back home, and yeah.
So he gave you a bunch of money.
Gave me a bunch of money for me to go to Japan for him to come, but then in the end he couldn't be asked going to Japan, just decided to go straight back to China, and then I basically got a free 1 month holiday out of it and met some very amazing people.
Why did he pay for you to go to Japan to meet him if he wasn't going to meet you?
God knows, but he was a lost guy. That's all I'm gonna say. He was.
Have you ever spoken to him since?
Yeah. I've spoken to him recently.
Why did you ever find out
No,
why
'cause
he?
I don't know now. Like now, when I see him on Instagram, he's got a girlfriend. Like he's living his life, he's working and everything. Everything seems fine. So I just popped up and I just thanked him for everything he did for me in the past. And he goes, "Yeah,
Okay.
everything's good. How was Manchester?" I said, "Well, it's not the best. It's a bit shit at the moment. That's just how everything is."
That's
yeah.
so crazy. So this guy, so you were just walking along, and you met these Mormon church people, and so you
Yeah,
started
yeah.
going into the church, and then you meet this guy, and he's like, "Hey, come live with me in Japan," and then he gives you money.
No, not come live with me to Japan. Go to Japan, scout the things out, place out, because we were thinking about maybe starting a business there or something.
Oh, what kind of business were you guys gonna
So
start?
I just thought to myself, I don't know why, I just wanted to go there and see what they didn't have and just go from there. So it wasn't really much of a plan. I just wanted to go there, then make the plan.
What did you see? What did you learn while you were there?
I learned that they love drinking alcohol.
That's a universal thing.
But like in the UK, we've got a lot of like we call them takeaways or
Yeah.
fast food restaurants. Well, not fast food restaurants. That's more McDonald's and fast
Yeah.
KFC. But takeaways where you can get like fried chicken burgers, pizzas, and things like that.
Mhm.
In Japan, I didn't see many places like that. Everything was just like niche. They just focused on specific things. So it was either noodles, it was either soups, udon, whatever.
Yeah.
So I never really saw much of that, and I thought to myself, well, if I brought that to Japan and it was something that wasn't there, make it seem something really cool, really popular, build it up, and then I can market it properly.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
So
I
you
could
were
do
you were
really
you were
well.
you were walking around Japan like, what don't they have here?
Yeah,
that
so
I could
I was
bring?
going there to assess what base potential opportunities I could have.
What were
and
you
then
thinking? Did you arrive to anything that you would want to bring over there?
I was thinking chicken shops.
Chicken shops.
Because over there they have their chicken, but like the way we make our fried chicken and like our burgers over here in the UK from the takeaways, like the really good ones, I wanted to make it of that quality. Like there's a takeaway over there called Dallas.
Did you ever have?
Try
Did you
that.
ever have it? I think it's called karage. Did you ever have karage?
Karage, yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
That's nice. It's pretty good, but like, it's different to the burgers and the fried chicken here. I don't eat the fried chicken as much. I eat the chicken burgers and the chicken wraps. They're really good. But I just thought bringing that to there would work really well if I did it properly.
All right, you go to Japan to try to start a fried chicken empire. It doesn't work out.
It wasn't specifically fried chicken at the first because I was designing clothes at that point. That's different.
You go to Japan to try to
Yeah, I was designing clothes. Went to Japan.
start a
was
fried
thinking
chicken
about
empire.
clothing,
You come back,
modeling, and then
and did you spend all the money that the guy gave you?
yeah. So I ran out of the money in the 3 weeks there.
Yeah.
And then I met a few friends and I had designed some clothes at that point because I was wanting to model in Japan as well. But I would design some clothes. I gave some of them away to some people, and then that, in turn, they were nice to me because of that.
Nice.
They liked some of the clothes I designed. And I moved in with a Japanese family for a week in Japan.
So how did you meet them?
So at the hostel, I was talking about my clothing brand that I just came up with to a Korean girl who had a Japanese friend from Kobe, and she was talking to him. And when he finally got in contact with me in regards to music and the clothing, he basically I turned around to him and said, "I can't come anymore. I don't have no money. I don't know what I'm going to do." So he said, "Okay, come to Kobe, which is the next city close to Osaka, which is where I was.
Famous for the Kobe beef.
Which is where you get the Kobe beef,
Yeah.
Well, the Kobe beef. But anyways, went there, and then his family took me in. Took me in for a week.
Crazy.
And then they paid for my flight for me to come back to the UK as well.
Wow, man. Damn, people are so nice to you.
I'm just lucky, but I went through so much luck that now everything's just gone to shit.
Ah, you feel like like you had a finite supply of luck.
I've emptied the bottle of
And
luck.
you've emptied the bottle, and then so right as soon as the people they pay for your flight to come home, you've ran out of people being nice to you, and in return now people are punching you in the face randomly.
Yeah. But occasionally I have lucky moments, but then shit happens afterwards. Like last year I got a girlfriend, and then shit didn't go so well. And then grandfather died. And I wanted to go see my grandfather at his funeral, but shit didn't go so well because I wasn't able to afford a ticket, and now I think part of my family hates me for that. So last year just wasn't fun, and then obviously my jaw got broken as I was trying to look for a job again because I'd lost my job with all of that going on. It kind of ruined me. Look for a job, break my jaw, then I can't work again. Look for a job, I get a job, and then I lose it. Now I'm looking for a job again, so hopefully I can keep a job now.
There's a child
just
dressed up
things
as a
happening
police
in my life,
officer
really.
attempting to kick us off the field, but I don't know if he has any sort of legitimate authority.
Yeah. But
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they hired children in the police force in the UK.
yeah,
That's not true, though. They
But
don't
then
do
that would be
though,
a
right?
crime if they did that. Like in the UK, if you look in the news, there's a few things going around of police with kids, but it's not them hiring them as police officers. No, it's a lot worse.
All right, so what's your dream job if you could do anything?
Dream job. So I like coming up with lyrics. So what I want to do is I really want to get into music. I'm not really good with music, like my voice, and I don't really know much about music, but I really want to get into the music making industry, either make my own music myself and be the voice of it, or have someone else be the voice of it. I also want to design my own clothes and even model a bit. And I just kind of want to go around and just be happy and just be able to go around, be creative and enjoy myself while being creative. But I just feel like I just need to find an opportunity that will allow me to do so. But God knows if I'll ever find that.
How old are you?
My birthday is on the end of this month, 30th of June.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday because I have less than £5 to my name till the end of the month. And
Can I ask you a weird question? Is any part of you excited to are you excited about life at all? No. Well, because you've been on so many adventures, it seems.
I've been on a lot of adventures, but some things will most likely change. But at the moment, I feel like if I could choose between living and not living, if I had the choice between having come into life or not having come into life, I would have chosen not having come into life.
Interesting.
But now I've been experienced shit, and I'm going through things. Some things don't make it feel worth it, but it's just conflicting emotions. But that's just because life's a bit shit at the moment.
Right.
But
But I don't. This is just my perspective.
If I get a job and again, and
Well,
I
this
get
is
myself into my
just my
routine,
perspective on you. You like I mean, as I'm talking to you right now,
Yeah.
you're like an animated guy. You're alive. You're alive right
Yeah.
now. I know you're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
like, oh, I wish I wasn't even born. But like you are just you have energy.
yeah,
in you
I
right
can
now.
talk to people. I'm really good at talking to people. I'm a bit of a waffler in a sense, I guess you could say. But I've just been sat back the whole time because the sun's coming kind of in my face.
Sure.
But I move about a lot. Like when I'm with my friends and I start to get. I'm not going to say some of this stuff on mic just in case people see. But fuck it. So sometimes when I'm with my friends and I drink and I get really drunk, I just leave them and I just go around and just start talking to random groups of people.
No,
random groups of people,
you're
random
an
groups of people.
adventurer. You like to
before-
go out and get into some shit.
Like when I spotted you, I was
Yeah.
talking to a random group of people.
Yeah.
And then I saw you, and then I thought someone else I can talk to, and then I came over, and then
So listen, I want to say something to you, and obviously I don't.
yeah.
You know, I'm not expecting that we're going to be able to
yeah.
cure whatever it is that's going on in your brain right now.
Well, it's nothing bad. It's just I'm just not. Well, I sound. What I said before sounds pretty dark. I will admit it. But in reality, I'm just thinking that's just me being a bit of a dickhead and just being negative.
Okay.
But
you
I
do
enjoy life.
You recognize.
I enjoy life, and I think I just need to get myself back into my routine.
Yes.
Once I get a job
Yes.
and I'm working,
Yes.
and then I have money,
Yes.
and then I'm doing things again.
Yes.
I won't even think of it. I'll be thinking, why did I
Okay,
think
but
that?
okay, this is what I'm saying.
It's just circumstantial.
Do you recognize?
It's circumstantial. That's
Do you
all it is.
recognize you've got a lot of energy?
Yeah.
You recognize that you put yourself out there in the world in ways that a lot of people are scared to do, but you do it anyway because you
Yeah.
have that ability to do so.
Might get me punched in the face, but
Sometimes it gets you punched in the face, but sometimes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gets you in these cool situations. You know, that's the give and take of that
situations.
trait.
Speaking
You
to
know.
you.
So, look, I hope you see that about yourself.
No,
and I,
no,
hope, and
I
I hope,
do.
and I
I'm
hope.
sorry if
and
I sound
hope-
depressed.
No, don't.
I'm-
You know, no,
I'm
I don't
not.
want you to be sorry about anything. But I hope that you see that about yourself, and I hope that makes you excited because
Yeah.
you can do so many, and you also have all these dreams. You want to do this clothing thing. You want to do this music
That's
thing.
why
I
I
mean,
came
you're
out
not
today
like
and I was walking
you're
around
not like
talking.
some fucking guy addicted to fucking heroin, sitting on a couch doing nothing. You got stuff. Your
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, yeah.
You know. I hope that you recognize that and that it makes you excited.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna go down.
I'm not.
or
I'm not
anything.
saying I'm. I just hope you see that.
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I
Of course.
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for talking to me about all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
What's your? What are you doing the rest of the day? What's your life like now?
For the rest of the day, I have no idea. Like,
Okay.
absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Because I've already been to speak to recruitment agencies to do that bit in regards to getting jobs. So I'm just waiting for a phone call at this moment. Tomorrow I'll do a bit more, but for the rest of the day I just have nothing to do.
Well, enjoy the sun.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, just walk around talking.
What's your name again?
Rakeem.
Rakeem.
Yeah.
Rakeem, is there anything else you want
It's
to say
just Ricky.
to the
That's
people?
also my
Ricky, is there
Instagram.
anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Just be happy. If you're ever feeling down, just remember, only you can make yourself happy. No one else will do it for you. And there's always someone going through something worse, as harsh as that sounds. So just remember, if someone else is going through worse and they're still able to get up every day and do their shit, so can you.
Ricky. Hey,
And
good luck, man.
Instagram, it's just Ricky, if you want to give me a follow.
Good luck, Ricky.
Thank you very much.
Later on, man. Here, have a seat. Take the mic.
Okay.
What's your name?
Well, we're not. It's just A for now.
Hey, nice to meet
Pleased
you.
to.
What
And
are you
yourself?
What are you doing out on the
Right.
park? What's
Well,
going on?
I've come to say thank you very much to you for providing us with a service.
Oh.
That is greatly appreciated.
All right,
so I've
thank
just
you.
come to hug you.
What
Thank
do
you.
you?
So-
What do you? I want to know about you. What's going on in your life?
I don't want to do anything else. I just want to come and say thank you very much
Okay.
to you. And
right.
can I give you a hug?
Sure, but I don't even.
No, that's fine. That's all I need to do. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to talk because you're doing a great job. There's gentlemen's waiting.
Okay,
And
all
I'd
right.
like to just say thank you very much for doing what you're doing.
Well, thank
So-
you, man.
There you
I'll
go.
I'll
Is
give
that
you a
all
hug.
right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you.
And I hope you a good day and good luck.
Well, thank you very much. That was a master evasion. That was a master class in evading talking to a gecko, and I respect it. I respect the skill.
I've never met you before.
Oh, that's how meeting people works.
Can I just sort your nostril out?
Say again?
Can I just sort your nostril out
Oh, sure.
so it looks proper?
Oh, thank you very much, man.
saw you setting up over there. I've never seen you before.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark?
Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark. Lyle.
Lyle.
Yes, sir.
Lyle the Gecko.
Lyle Gecko guy, yeah.
So you American or Canadian?
I'm American, yeah. I'm in town from sunny Los Angeles,
All right,
California.
is that where you're from? That's cool.
Where are you from, man? Do you live here in Manchester?
Yeah.
Okay,
Forever.
cool. What should I know about Manchester?
It rains
It rains?
a lot.
Okay.
It's
particularly sunny here today.
Sunday and Monday. Or Sunday, it was sunny like this, and then by this time on Monday, the heavens came down,
Yeah.
and then when Manchester City won the treble,
Yeah.
at the same time the heavens came down. So it always rains. We live in a basin.
What are you doing out and about in the park today?
Well, I've been to the museum again.
You've been to the museum?
Yeah, just because it's free.
Oh, what was the most? What was the coolest thing you saw at the museum?
Actually, I went to Whitworth Art Gallery, and there's lots of stuff going on. But I've been going to anything that's
Oh, crap.
interesting. That's free during the summer.
Yeah. What's
Everything's just. Well, the best thing I've seen this week was Stan the T-Rex, and I actually think it's come from LA.
There's a T-Rex.
In the museum up there.
Oh, okay. What do you do here, Mark? Do you work? Do you live?
I'm
Do
a
you
bricklayer by trade.
you lay bricks?
Yeah, construction.
Is that what do you get like a feeling of accomplishment like after laying all these
definitely,
bricks
definitely.
and seeing this?
Definitely, you sit back and go, yeah, I built that.
Yeah.
And I'm just finishing off the external of my mother's house. So the roof's on, brickwork's built,
Nice.
everything's built. Now you have to do the breakthrough.
Nice.
And the breakthrough is when you knock through from the old part of the house into the new part of the house.
Yeah, nice. Do you
Yeah, I get full achievement out, satisfaction, as you would say.
So you were working on a house for your mom.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like? What's your relationship like with your mom?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
look
cool.
after her. Well, me and my brother are builders, so we built her a house.
That's cool. Are you and your brother like super close?
No,
No?
well, we are, but we kill each other.
What do you when you guys fight? When you guys fight, what do you fight over?
Stupid little things.
Okay.
Stupid little things.
Do you
He was
remember
wearing
the-
my polo shorts yesterday?
Yeah.
My swim shorts. I haven't even worn them yet. Got from down the shop down there, 60, 70 pound, not dollars. And I saw him wearing them. I haven't even worn them yet. And I'm like,
And he's getting his stuff all over your swim trunks.
Get off my.
Oh, you're strangling. Man, 70 pounds. That's a lot of money for some swim trunks, though.
Well, I think they're obviously cheap in America.
No, it's you guys actually the pound. It's stronger than the dollar. So I think 1 pound is like 90 cents or something like that.
Well, polo swim shorts like 75 quid.
Yeah. Wait, no, 1 pound is. I think it takes $1 and it takes like $1.20 for a pound, something like that. I'm talking out of my ass, but. Do you have like besides your brother and your mom? Do you have any other family? You got kids? You got a wife?
Well, yeah, 2 children don't really see anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's it. They're in my first house.
Okay. What's their deal? What do they do?
Well, they're just growing up and going to high school now.
Okay.
Don't really see them that much.
Okay.
Second house, I've been chucked out with her.
Second?
I've been chucked out the second house.
Why were you checked out the second? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
But.
arguments.
Okay.
Arguments. And then sort of like living something till I have to sort my life back out.
How are you sorting your life back out?
Just trying to crack on, find a new job now.
Okay.
In construction.
Cool.
Back to the job centre tomorrow.
Cool.
Made friends with who I fell out with at Christmas. I've been technically homeless since Christmas.
Oh, really? Did you like sleep? Where did you sleep last night?
Well, after, because I've just finished my mother's job, I've been able to afford to stay in a B&B, bed and breakfast, or I've been in hotels, bed and breakfast, and it's still a nightmare. Still a nightmare where it cost me. It's cost me up to like £300 a week, or even more. So you're working to keep a roof over your head.
Yeah.
you get. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So what? I've never seen you before.
Sure.
So you on YouTube?
Yeah, this is on YouTube. Yeah.
Right, and so how long have you been doing this for?
Man, I've been dressing up as a gecko and talking to people for about 3 years.
Right, and you started over in LA.
So I started back in my parents' house.
And where's that?
It's on the East Coast of the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So New York, Washington,
around the D.C. area.
Yeah,
around the D.C. area. Yeah. But now I'm traveling around Europe and the U.K. talking to people, seeing what's up.
And you must get a lot of views. Are you making a living?
I make a living doing that.
Yeah.
There's a nice, solid group of people who tune in to hear what people are talking about.
Thinking, what on earth is this person doing dressed in green? I thought you was a frog. And
a lot of people do think I'm a frog. A lot of people do think I'm a frog. So what's what do you think about all day, man? Like what's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind is obviously I want to go back home.
Yeah.
So I've got my own roof over my head, back to my bed, back to my big Samsung TV in my bedroom, my Xbox, and get up and go to work.
What do you play on the Xbox?
Formula 1 majority.
Say again?
Formula 1.
Formula 1. Oh, the racing game.
And then shoot. I've been playing Red Dead as well, even though it's an old game.
Yeah, no, Red Dead holds up, dude.
Yeah, I know. Like that. Yeah. Should I turn evil or should I be nice?
Which one are you typically? Are you evil? What's your bounty right now?
Yeah, about $500,000 or more.
Are you tying little old ladies up to the train tracks?
No, not that far. But if you have to go and do the what you have to do, I'm not going to start hunting all day long and doing all the missions.
So okay.
And then I'm into COD.
COD. All right. Are you good?
When I'm playing on my own, I'm a bit of a sniper.
Oh, okay. Dude, you're one of those fucking guys. You're one of those guys who. No, you're one of those guys that ruins the game for everyone else because you do the quick scope people on spawn, right?
Yeah. Well, no. When you play out in the fields, what's it called? And you go out and fucking your last one man standing, and you're the only one left in your team, and I get the last shot. Oh.
So you want to go back to your house and chill and play COD and?
Well, no, we all need jobs again, so obviously
how long have you been in your life? How long have you been doing construction for?
Since left school, 1991.
Has there ever been anything else you've wanted to do, or just construction?
Well, I was going to go into hospitality a few years ago because my friend wanted to go into hospitality. When the wind and when the weather comes in the winter, you don't want to be working outside in construction. So, but I'm also a rail engineer, so I can work on the railways. But round here, you need cards for everything. No, to get you on site.
Did you do a lot of traveling when you were a rail engineer?
I didn't even get that far, but no, just stay around here. I built the metros.
Oh, you worked on building the metros?
Yeah, back in 2007, I think.
Was that difficult?
No, because I'm building the platforms. I wasn't doing the actual laying the rail.
Yeah.
Laying the blocks on the platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't difficult.
When you go down to the metro these days, do you ever look at the platforms and you're like, I built this shit?
Yeah,
I built these people have no idea. These people have no idea this is all me.
Well, we do that when you go past the house you built, or it's called a home extension, and you went, I built that, I put that roof on, and it's your creativity.
Yeah.
It is art. It's a form of art.
Of course it is. But what other things give you happiness and fulfillment?
just having love in life. Like you get a low in life, and you see other people have a low in life, but I try and big them up, make them happy and show right. The only way is to help other people is to give them love, as such.
Yeah.
But when I need love, nobody's here to give me love because I'm giving it all away, as you would say. But
that's a tough feeling. I think a lot of people feel like that, where they feel like they're just giving and giving and giving, and not getting anything in return.
It's like everybody sort of like feels like that. My mother's like that. Oh no, somebody has to feel about me. That's why I buy her flowers now and again. And
that's sweet. What's going on with your dad? Is he still
well?
around?
He's my mum and dad split up in the early 90s, so they're both married to each other now. My dad's got his own construction company. I don't really see him that much because he just keeps himself to himself and lives his own life. He's got his own bubble as such, and he loves Man City, and he doesn't even talk to his wife anymore.
Okay. Do you talk to him at all, or he's just kind of in his own universe?
I think he's zoned out, and it's like when I left school, I worked for him for 15, 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
did you guys butt heads when you were working for him, or were
no,
you?
But my brother did.
Your brother did. So your brother worked with
fan.
him, and your brother and him.
Well, we both did. As soon as we
Yeah.
left school, but my dad was always like, well, it's just 9 to 5 job as such, and it wasn't that great paid. So when we realised that we know we've got our qualifications and our experience, just go and do it on your own as such.
Right. If you're like at a certain point when you're doing all this building, you're like, why am I doing this for somebody else? I can go do my own gigs.
Why is my dad fucking reeling? Well, whenever you work for somebody else, you're making somebody else rich.
Sure.
And that's how. And when you try it on your own, it's very hard to not get a clientele, but to get paid.
Right.
And to keep on time with it, and to obviously business minded, and if you're running behind and then you're asking for money and they're saying, oh, we're doing in stage payments. So how I do it is you come up to DPC, no gram level.
Okay.
I want paying then. Well, you put your footings in on the concrete, come up to DPC, ground proof, damp proof level. I want paying then, and then it comes up and put your changes
These are your
in.
price tiers.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's how you sort of price it. It should be priced.
So
you're thinking about
do
it.
you have any other siblings, or just the one brother?
I've got a half sister that my here you go, Claire.
What's her deal? Is she around?
Well, yes. She lives South Manchester. I don't really see her that much, but it's my father's wife's daughter.
Okay.
But they were born a long time ago. So there's a bit of a complication between my family. My dad's a bit of a twat.
Sure. Are you feeling? I know, like
I'm feeling fantastic.
Are you feeling good? I was wondering that because I know you're talking about a lot of like
I can be
ups
on
and
my
downs.
lows. You can be ups. As soon as I start earning proper money again, as soon as I get to the job centre tomorrow, I'm fed up of doing these courses and then no jobs falling out of it. Because I can't drive either at the moment. I can drive, but not allowed to drive. So that's a bit of a
I can
twat.
drive, but I'm not allowed to drive.
Yeah, it's a bit of a twat.
You could say that about a lot of things. You could be like, I can murder, but I'm not allowed to murder.
True.
Yeah. What should I, as an American tourist in Manchester, and have you lived here your whole life?
Yeah.
What should I know about Manchester or
I
do
told
here?
you,
Anything like
the
that?
airport's that way.
Okay.
We live in a big basin.
Yep.
Liverpool's that way.
The Beatles.
Yeah. You never know when it's going to rain. The best hospital is Windsor, where I was born, and that's near the airport. So And if you want to go anywhere nice, there's... When you finish work, do you go out anywhere in the evenings?
After I finish this up, well, actually, usually when I finish doing everything I'm doing, I go to McDonald's, and then I go back to my hotel room and
Where you sleep?
stare at a wall.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Because you have to be up.
Well, just because it's usually late. I'm around Europe doing like live shows and stuff, and so by
Right.
the time I'm done with all of them, it's like 1 a.m.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're going to be sat here till...
Well, after this, I'm probably just gonna. I don't even know. I haven't planned my life that far, even.
Well, you know, that's Northern Quarter,
Yeah.
and we've got nice bars there, whereas sort of studenty. You should go in Affleck's, because you'll probably find some extra toes. That's that type of place. It's funky in Affleck's. I wouldn't mind seeing you going down the road on a skateboard. So there's skateboard shops around here as
Okay.
well. I used to skate as a youngster.
I'd be like a little I'd be like a cartoon. I'd be a skateboarding Gecko.
I'll have to video that.
Yeah.
On that side is spinning fields, where it's sort of like posh, and the 20 stories where you can go right to the top of a building like that, and there's a bar at the top, something nice and something to eat. And then you got the Hilton. Don't tell me you're staying in the Hilton, are you?
No, I'm not staying in the Hilton. I'm staying somewhere.
Travel Lodge.
Yeah, Travel Lodge. Yeah, I'm staying at the Travel Lodge.
Cool.
And I can say that because by the time you hear this, I'll be long gone from there. What's your name again, man?
Mr. Mark Lewis.
Matt? Matt, very nice to meet you, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
What's just your name again?
My name?
Yeah.
Lyle.
Lyle the Gecko. Give a big round of applause for Lyle, please.
Oh, thanks, man. Ah,
you go.
jeez. Hey, give a round of applause for this freaking guy. If you ever come to Manchester and take the subway, you just... the Metro? Metro, subway, it's the same thing, right? If you ever stand on the Metro platform in Manchester, you have Matt to thank. Yo,
Hello,
what's your name?
my name's Poppy.
Poppy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How's life?
It's alright, it's not too bad
Okay.
at the moment, yeah.
What's making it, wait, what's this, is that a clown or a robot on your necklace?
It is a clown,
I like that. That's cool, man.
yeah.
Do you
I'm a
like
big fan of
clowns?
clowns, yeah.
What do you like about clowns?
I don't know, they're just fun.
Hmm.
They're happy, but they're weird and colourful. I have a collection of like vintage clown dolls, which a lot of people think is weird.
Now, see,
I am certain one of them is going to kill me. It has the little like twist on the back, and it moves, and it plays a song, and it plays Small World, you know, from like the Disney ride, It's a Small World.
that's very creepy.
It is very creepy, and I'm certain at one point it's going to kill me.
As somebody who's a fan of clowns, would it not be an honor to be killed by one?
It would, to be honest. That's why I keep it. They're all like in my bedroom on a shelf.
How do you feel about Ronald McDonald?
He's okay. He seems a little bit predatorial for a clown.
He's
But,
really
you know,
into kids. That's true.
He is. So he's like a 4 out of 10. I like his color scheme, the red and yellow. It's a good look, but
Top 3 clowns.
ooh. I don't know like specific clowns. I mean, Pennywise definitely has to be up there. He'd probably be like number 3.
Now that I'm thinking
Number
about it-
one,
Oh, number one,
would
yeah,
have to be Art the Clown from The Terrifier. He is like a black and white Pierrot French clown, but he's terrifying and murders people viciously.
I just thought I couldn't think of 3 clowns.
Yeah, no, neither can I. I can definitely think of those 2, but there's not many like well-known clowns.
I have a friend. She loves clowns, and she is I think she doesn't like when people say that clowns are creepy.
Oh, I fully agree that they're creepy.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of like creepy things. I like a lot of horror. I like the idea of like the unknown. So
You like the idea of the unknown
Yeah.
and horror. What is it that appeals to you about the unknown and horror?
I don't know. I've always been like very fascinated by death. Not like death itself, but like what happens afterwards.
What do you think happens
don't-
afterwards?
I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in like heaven or hell. I possibly believe in reincarnation, maybe. I think that would be quite cool.
Okay.
Ghosts, very possibly. I mean, I don't know, but then no one can prove if they do or don't exist. Same as like religion, it's all about belief.
If you had the choice, what would you be reincarnated as?
That is a good question. I feel like a sloth. I'd enjoy
sloth.
being a sloth.
A sloth? Why a sloth?
They just have a very chilled life. And they're cute. They just hang on branches. They're vibing.
You're a fan of creepy
life.
things?
Yeah.
You ever seen a wet sloth?
I've not seen a wet sloth.
Go
no.
home, go to Google, type wet sloth.
Okay.
They look like monsters that are out to like
Oh.
try to haunt you.
I will check out some wet sloths.
What do you do for a living?
At the moment, I work in retail, but I recently got a job working in like fashion.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
What now in retail? Do you encounter a lot of crazy people?
Not necessarily crazy people. There are definitely some strange people. I work in a shoe shop, so not the weirdest of people, but there are definitely some strange people I've encountered working in retail.
Do you have any stories of anything that was like unruly that happened to you or anything like that?
Unruly, not necessarily, but there's this one woman who's come in quite frequently, and this was like my first week or like first couple weeks on the job, and they essentially call it initiation. If she comes in, the rest of the staff, like the two other staff who were working, left the shop and like they went out back just so I was the only one on the shop floor with her to talk to her, and she tells everyone about how her father always put her in shoes that were too small for her, and it gave her really wide like short feet because they didn't grow properly, and she only has specific shoes she can wear. And she previously told one of my co-workers that her like speaking to her was hurting her breast cancer, bearing in mind my co-worker had gone through breast cancer and had a mastectomy, and because she was being loud, this woman turned around and went, "Excuse me, can you be quiet? You're hurting my breast cancer." So she's just an odd lady. You do get some interesting people.
Is there any scientific basis to that where being loud causes cancer?
No. There is no scientific data to say that is accurate.
What's this job in fashion that you have?
It's fashion buying. So for like a big corporation, working for like a website where eventually like I have a say in like what we buy in terms of design, and then they get sent over to suppliers to then like be mass produced for the online retailer.
Speaking of fashion, I like the shoes.
Thank you. They are Crocs.
The Crocs
and they have
with
Care Bears on.
the Care Bears on them.
Yes.
When you were a little kid, what was your dream?
My dream was to be a fashion designer.
Oh, so your dreams came true.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel excited about all
I
this?
definitely feel excited. I graduated 2 years ago, and it took me 2 years to try and get a job in my degree. I went through university during COVID, so it was rough being on a practical course during COVID, definitely.
On a practical course. By practical course, that means like something where you're like in a place doing stuff.
Yeah, like...
And the COVID is the whole you can't be in a place
Yeah.
doing stuff. Yeah.
Very much so. So I did a course in footwear and accessories design.
Okay.
So like designing and making shoes. And obviously I had none of the access to any of the machinery. So COVID definitely messed up my university degree, I'd say.
What do you do outside of fashion and clowns?
I enjoy hiking. I go on a lot of walks. I like just adventuring in nature.
Do you like living in Manchester?
I do, yeah. It's one of my favourite cities in the UK. I tend to find the north of the UK is a lot more friendly than the south. Up north, a lot of people will just happily talk to anyone, and like if you cross people in the street, you smile at them. Down south, everyone just sort of looks straight ahead where they're going. No one talks to anyone.
Yeah, people here have been pretty friendly so
Yeah.
far. But I as I'm going through Europe, I'm going down south.
Yeah.
So
People will get a lot less friendly the closer to London you get.
really, okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to London after this.
Yeah. I mean, London, there's plenty of friendly people in London, but the south is a lot less. Like, they're the stiff upper lips.
Hey, what do you think about all day?
About what?
Just in general, like as you walk the streets or fold clothes or, or watching a movie or walking through the street, like what do you think about?
Not a lot. Usually where I'm going, I don't think about much when I'm going from A to B. Just how to get there.
That's gotta be
journey.
that sounds awesome. I think that's the happiest a human being can be. I mean that with full sincerity. Because if you mean what you're telling me right now, that means that as you walk around, you're in the moment.
Yeah.
You're in the moment.
I just look around, admire scenery, take in my surroundings, but pretty much I'm just thinking of how to get from A to B.
Are you happy?
I'd say I'm fairly happy in life.
That's great.
I'm definitely doing better.
What's making you be doing better?
I couldn't tell you. Just, medication.
Really?
A lot. Yeah.
Really? I'm gonna tell you this. I was gonna start doing medication.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I genuinely recommend medication.
Okay.
I have been medicated for the last 3 years.
You don't have to answer this question, but what? Yeah, you don't have to answer. But what are you on?
I'm on a medication called venlafaxine.
Venlafaxine.
Yeah, it's
I've
for
never heard of that.
antidepressants. It's a bit of an odd one, like it's a twice-a-day one. I tried about 3 others before that, which none of them worked.
You ever try? Let me think. You ever do Lexapro?
I believe that is a brand in America. In the UK, it's called something different, and I think it might be called sertraline.
Sertraline.
In the UK. That one worked for a while, and then when they upped my dose, it was like the other end of the spectrum. I was manic. I could have stayed awake for 72 hours. Completely did like a 180, so I was like, I like sleep, so I'm going to stop taking these.
You know how they say to think of your happy place, right? Is your happy place a haunted house?
Probably yes. I've been to haunted houses, and like with groups of friends, I'm either always the one that they put first or the one that they put at the back because people will chase me.
See, I don't know how I would find a haunted house in the UK because all the ghosts would have British accents, which would make it a little bit funnier.
That is true. There are a lot of British accents, but I suppose it depends where in the UK you go. There are accents all over, and some of them are quite scary. I would not like to be chased by a Scouse ghost.
What's a Scouse ghost?
A ghost from Liverpool.
Oh, a ghost from Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna haunt you, mate.
That was nothing like Liverpool. It's got a lot of like ha to it.
I'm gonna haunt you, mate. Sorry.
It's more like, I'm from Liverpool.
Oh,
What the
I'm
fuck
from
are you
Liverpool.
talking about?
What are you talking about, mate?
That was a
Mate,
little bit
I'm
Australian.
That was a little
Yeah.
Australian. Can you do an impression of a ghost from Liverpool about to haunt somebody?
Oi, what the fuck are you doing in my house? I'll smack your eyebrows off.
All right, I gotta go to a fucking British haunted house.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need.
What's your name again?
Poppy.
Poppy, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
I would like to say just like live life how you want to. Don't let other people tell you how to like live your life.
Ooh, what's your ultimate dream?
Honestly, I don't really have like an ultimate dream. I'd like to go to Japan. That's probably the biggest one.
Oh, okay. Well, I just talked to a guy who went to Japan.
Yeah.
If he
You've
can
also
do it.
been to Japan, I believe.
Well, you've been to Japan?
No, I said you've also been to Japan.
Yeah, I have been to Japan. Oh, wait, so you've seen me on the computer before?
Yes, I do know who you are. You're
Oh, okay.
Lyle, the therapy gecko.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know.
I have
Sometimes
seen you on the internet.
Okay,
before.
sometimes people, I'm like, because I've had people come up to me and be like, "Yo, dude, I love what you're doing, man. I'm a huge fan. Can we get a picture?" And then we take a picture, and then on their way out, they're like, "By the way, I love that turtle costume."
I mean, you don't even have a shell.
I could see this as a turtle.
Is a gecko not a turtle?
No, a gecko's more of a lizard. Turtle's a different type of reptilian entirely, I believe.
Thanks for talking to a gecko puppy.
You're very welcome.
I'll see you around the universe. What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on in life?
My life has not been great. I'm not going to lie.
Good.
So, my cat got fleas, right? A couple months back. And we thought we got rid of them, but we didn't. So, we had to get an exterminator in. And now we're living out of a hotel. And it's just not really fun at all.
Oh, you're like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Literally, yeah. I love that show.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't know how to, like, smile about it. Any advice, Mr. Gecko?
Oh, about living in a hotel?
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, dude. Here's what I would do. I would watch every episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and just recreate what they're doing. Because Zach and Cody seem like they're having a great time. Like, do that. Get one of those bellhop fucking things and skateboard through the hallways. Cause some mischief by crawling through the air vents and stuff. Don't actually do that. I heard air vents in real life are fucked up, but embrace it. Does the hotel have a pool?
It is, but it's closed. But I feel like
But that's some mischief, right? You guys sneak into the hotel.
Exactly. We've got
Like
to make our
maybe
own
wear
fun
a
in it.
disguise to get past the guard.
Should I put like a mustache on or something?
Put a fake mustache. There's so much potential for misadventures in your situation, and you got to pick up on that.
You're so right, man. You're so right. I mean, I don't feel like I am feeling very inspired to do much mischief, though.
Are you in this hotel by yourself, or are you with your family?
I'm with my girlfriend there.
Oh, okay. Rock and roll, rock and roll. And is she feeling good about it? She said it is what it is. What do you do? What's your job?
I'm a security guard.
You're a security guard?
Yeah, man.
What do you secure?
We do like events and concerts and stuff. So I do the Albert Hall on Peter Street.
Yeah.
Lots of gigs and concerts and that type of thing. I really enjoy it.
You're like on the front line of crazy drunk people.
Yes, yeah. And like the shit that some people come out with. I mean, I was at a festival working this weekend, and this guy, he looks at me and he's like, "Is that a security announcement that my mum's coming?" And I'm like, "What are you on about, man?" And he's looking at the lights like, "Is she coming? Like, my mum is on the way." And I'm like, "Bro, unless you rang her, like, you're fine," you know?
Wait, he thought that the entire building made an announcement to say that his mom was there to pick him up?
That's how much he was tripping, yeah.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
I wish I was on his level, like, at that moment in time.
Have you ever had to kick someone out?
So many times.
Have you ever had to kick someone out and they just won't fucking go?
All the time. One time, this 45-year-old woman, 45, she didn't want to leave, so then she, like, tried to get me on the floor, and then she bit me.
Holy crap.
Like, a 45-year-old woman bit me. It was quite humbling, actually.
Were you worried that when you woke up in the morning, you would turn into a 45-year-old woman?
I kind of hoped I would, not going to lie. It seems pretty sweet, you know? But, I just wish it gave me some powers, like a Spider-Man bite or something, you know?
What was she? Did you have to, like, take her to the police, or you just let her go?
I mean, I just let her go. I mean, they always say, well, if you want to press charges, you can, but it'll take forever.
Whole thing.
So I've just fucked it up. Sorry, binned it off.
No, you can say. I don't know why people think they can't curse on here. You can say You can say cunt.
Can I just ask real quick?
You can ask me.
Are you the real Gecko? Like, are you an imitation?
Am I the real
or?
Gecko?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, you know, I've seen you everywhere, and are you the one? Are you the true Gecko?
Unless I don't think there is another guy Gecko dude on the computer.
I didn't realize how much I needed to see you today, man. Honestly.
Well, man, I mean, can you? I got a question for you.
Go on.
All right. All these people around us right now. Let's say they fucking bum rushed me, tried to stab me. Mm-hmm. Would you secure me?
Fuck yes, I would. Honestly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, come on. I mean, honestly, you wouldn't even see me do it. That's
Really?
how good I am, bro.
Because you'd be fucking gone. Okay. What's your ultimate dream in life?
Okay, you're gonna laugh at me.
I'm not.
To be a fucking MI5 spy.
Well, you're already doing security.
I'm thinking I've got a good way in there, you know?
You could be like James Bond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's a female version of James?
Jane
Bond.
Jane Bond.
Doesn't have the same ring.
What's your name again?
Charlie
Bond.
Charlie Bond. I think we can make that work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So you want to be it's super spy. What kind of spy activities do you want to be doing? Do you want to be spying on who are the UK's enemies?
The
Russians. How are we? Are we chill? The
Oh,
U.S.
we're good.
and
We're good. We're good.
All
Me
right.
and you, we're good.
well, I was talking about are the U.S. and U.K. Are they chill?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Go on.
What? Oh, you're British.
Yeah.
What do the Brits think of Americans?
Well, we actually all think that you're all kind of silly. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like you pay for healthcare. What is that?
Every single person, by the way, the way that your face recoiled and like looked down for a second, everybody's face does that every time I ask them that question.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. It's funny.
Did you hear about the whole Chinese food thing on Twitter?
Chinese food thing?
So Americans were like, "You call this Chinese food, Brits? What are you on about? This isn't Chinese food. It's just slop." And how are you guys telling us what's food when you eat cheese out of a can?
People have told me, you guys don't have cheese out of a can here?
No, we don't.
I've been looking all over the grocery store for it.
We have proper cheese.
Has
Has anyone seen great, like, actual cheese around here? You know,
Well,
it's out of a can.
the thing is, people like. I think it's a thing that people say that the food in Britain sucks.
It's not the best. Like everything else, every good food we have has come from somewhere else.
Sure.
Like Indian, Chinese,
But
Italian.
that's I mean that's a lot of places.
It is. It
That's
is.
America. I can't think of like a American food.
Have you had any like traditional British food since you've been here?
I had a British breakfast.
How was it?
They put all these like I was just like I'll get the British breakfast, and I'm seeing all these items on my plate that I have never seen before in my life, and they all taste like some weird different version of potatoes.
Have you tried black pudding? Yeah, black pudding.
Yeah, I have tried black pudding.
How was it?
A little gross.
Yeah. It's like
honest.
everything
Yeah.
in a mush. Yeah.
So, okay, so you guys think that we're a bit silly.
Definitely.
Why? What do you think is silly about us?
Iraq.
Okay. I guess that was silly. Say that again?
No roundabouts. You have blocks instead of cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
Like-
No, we got cul-de-sacs going on.
You're like, oh yeah, I live 10 blocks away. Like, what does that mean? Is a block a mile?
I think a block is like a city's. Okay. By the way, I for a long time I didn't know what a block was.
Okay.
But I don't judge. I don't know what a lot of stuff is. So a block, I think so if a city's on a grid, I think a block is like one little block on the grid. So like let's
Okay,
say
that
you're
makes
walking
sense.
down Manhattan, and there's like you're on First Street. Like 2 blocks down would be Third Street. I think.
That makes more sense than I'd like to admit, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That actually does.
All right. What other myths can I dispel? How can I defend America today?
You're all pussies when it comes to drinking.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. People in the UK, Scotland, Ireland here are they're bigger drinkers. Yeah.
Pretty much alcoholics, but we don't see it like that, you know?
But you guys
It's our
don't. Do
culture.
you guys have frats?
Frats?
Yeah.
No. I've always wanted to go to a frat party, but they don't exist here.
But the frats do a lot of. They represent a big, I would say, probably pie chart of the piece of the pie of the American drinking culture.
Mm-hmm. Is it like super, super intense? Like just what you see on films and stuff? You know, like is it 22 Jump Street?
Yeah. There's 21 Jump Street.
That's
I
the
think
one,
so.
yeah.
I was in a frat for like half a second, and then I was like, I don't want to do this.
Is it like...
I have friends who were, and they would.
Did you
they
have
would
to
say
do
it
an
was accurate.
initiation and stuff?
Yeah, you have to fuck a goat.
Well, our old prime minister like fucked a pig.
Did he really? No, that
that's
was
different.
Black Mirror.
It was real. It was based off
That
a real
was
thing.
real?
Did you guys know that David Cameron thing? Where
This guy. That wasn't just a Black Mirror thing.
No.
He actually had sex with a
So
goat.
he was in like a British frat in like a really you only have frats in like posh schools.
Yeah.
Right? And he joined one, and they were like, oh, to be in this frat of like mega rich people, you have to I think it was burn a £20 note in front of a homeless person, and then put your penis inside a pig's mouth. So
And he did both of those.
he got in, so I'm assuming so. But he doesn't
Learning a
represent
lot
us.
about classic British traditions.
I would never do that.
Do you have any questions for me before we go?
How are you warm right now?
I feel great. That's all I'll say.
That's all I wanted to hear, man.
What's your name again?
Charlie.
Charlie, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
I never thought this would happen.
Please.
Fucking yes.
Fucking yes, that's it?
Fucking yes.
Fucking yes. I like it.
Thank you so much. I needed
thank you,
this, man.
Charlie. I appreciate it.
My name is Pavia.
Pavia,
Nice to meet you, Gecko.
What's going on in life?
Live today, we're just here basking in the sunshine and enjoying the revelations of such.
I was about to quit, and then you said, I'm the most Manchester person ever.
I am. If
Why is
Manchester
that?
had an ambassador, it would be me.
Why is that?
I just think I embody all of the Mancunian culture.
Tell me, what are the core tenets of Mancunian culture?
We're kind of straight to the point. We're very dynamic. We love bigger than life. And obviously, we've got to sound very, very mank. You're either born with it or you're not.
See, I didn't know what you just said, so that's very mank.
Exactly. It's something you've got to be born into, not sworn into.
What should I, as an American tourist who's never been to the city before, know about Manchester?
What you should know about Manchester is we've got Wave Bar around the corner where you can get pints for pretty cheap.
Okay.
If you want to meet the characters in Manchester, that's where you go.
Gotta meet the carrots?
Characters.
Oh, the characters.
Yeah. What should you know about Manchester? Manchester's a city with two sides. So there's a lot happening, but there's also a lot of poverty here too.
Okay.
If you're going to come here and be safe, you've got to know the tricks and who's around you and what's going to go on. Like even now, there's a risk that you could get robbed right on the spot.
Yeah, the first guy I was talking to was telling me how he got punched in the jaw.
Yeah, punching the jaw is not much. I've just been sat over there with some of the people who unfortunately don't have homes and stuff, and they were speaking about the shenanigans that have gone on, and there's a lot of drug dealing, robberies, stabbings, all that type of behaviour that kind of comes with the undercurrent of this city.
Have you ever committed any crimes?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about them?
We can do.
What crimes did you commit?
So I assaulted a police officer twice.
Tell me that story.
Tell you that story.
Yeah.
Mancunians are a bit violent.
Okay.
You know. Tell you about that story. I was a bit manhandled by an officer, and I didn't take to it very lightly.
Oh, okay. So what? I mean, how did it's like? What was going on? Why was the officer like engaging with you?
Well,
you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I'd just done. So I'm a singer, so I'd just done a set for some like fashion retailer, and I'd had a few too many drinks, and it was lockdown, and I was passing through Piccadilly station. And nobody was there, and I was there drunk, and it was just a wrong place, wrong time. So yeah, that's that. Sorry, I'm hot.
Now, what's the penalty for assaulting a police officer? Did you get in jail, or was they just like?
No, I didn't get in jail. Fortunately, I got 250 hours community service, which was amazing because I was able to serve at a food bank. Which one of the United footballers, Marcus Rashford, his food bank, and I was able to tackle some issues of food poverty whilst paying off my criminal liability.
Nice. So it was ultimately you don't regret it.
I wouldn't say I'd relive it, but I'd say that every cloud has a silver lining. So out of a bad situation came a good situation.
Did you meet any interesting, inspiring people as you worked there?
Yeah, amazing people.
Yeah.
Top people that I'll like for life. Yeah, definitely. Some gems that was dropped on me, and right now I work for an organisation called Women in Prison. So, you know, how you handle situations is what matters. That's a Mancunian thing too. Never surrender.
Well, I guess if you work for an organization called Women in Prison,
yeah.
Did part of you assault a police officer because you're like, I want to see what it's like to be a
job.
woman in prison to
No.
get a little bit better at the job?
No, it wasn't that strategic.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to disappoint, but no, it wasn't that strategic. But yeah, that's me in short. And I love this city. I know all sides of this city, and it'll always be my home, no matter where I go. This will always be my home.
What's your ultimate dream in life?
My ultimate dream in life is going to be a bit cliche, but
oh, please.
To be aligned with God's divine will for my life.
Oh, you believe in God?
Amen.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
What's his divine will?
His divine will is probably to be an ambassador for his purpose, whatever that may be. I sing. I know he wants me to have a big, meet a lot of people, a lot of different cultures, represent Manchester all over the world, but ultimately to be an ambassador for Jesus Christ, really.
How does God feel about cocaine?
How does God feel about cocaine?
Yeah.
I don't think he wants you to take cocaine, if I'm honest, because he gives you the natural high. Everything that he wants us to have, we already possess. So when you take a substitute for something that God already gave us, he's not too keen on that because you don't really need that. But I don't think he condemns those that take anything or do anything, because ultimately we serve a loving Father. And no matter what mistakes we make, he's always there waiting for us. And Jesus paid for our sin on the cross.
Well,
So-
have you always been into God, like your whole life, or did something happen that made you want to believe in him again?
Funnily enough, I was here in Piccadilly Gardens when I was about 18, so that was about 12, 13 years ago, and somebody was just coming round preaching or whatever, and they kind of planted a seed, and I'd always wondered what the point of being here was. And then, you know, as the Bible says, seek and you shall find, ask and it shall be given, knock and the door shall open. So I kind of surrendered to God and was like, you know, what is this? Are you there? And then he led me on a journey, and I never turned back, and I've had personal direct revelation, nothing that nobody's ever forced me to do. I've had personal revelation with the God that I serve, and I can never doubt that.
You know what's crazy is, but I was walking around earlier, and there was a guy. There was like a couple guys, like with a sign, like, you know, preaching about Jesus and stuff. And in my head, I literally went. I was like, I wonder if this has ever worked. And here you are.
Yeah, and Manchester's a powerful city, so what you've got to realise as well is that there's geographical demons and stuff like that. And then maybe we're going a bit weird now.
Go weird.
Hey-ho. There's geographical spirits, that like entities that own places and stuff. And Manchester's a very, very powerful place. It pioneered the Industrial Revolution, where revolution and stuff starts. There's a very powerful spiritual ambience, if that makes sense. Normally trade and stuff, they align with the spiritual progress too, if that makes sense. So Manchester birthed the Industrial Revolution. Like, that's what we did. Manchester is a very powerful city, and it's not really a massive city. So this is God's land, and there's a few spirits that we're casting out at the moment. You know, they don't want to move, but we've given them their eviction orders, and they're on the way out.
How do we how do we cast the spirits out of Manchester?
How?
Is there
Constant prayer, prayer, and aligning. As we say it now, here's the man. Look, Jesus lives us.
Oh, is the Jesus guy here? Oh, he's here.
Hey! Sorry, I shouldn't do that so loud. See what I'm saying?
Is that the Jesus of Manchester right there?
No, the Jesus of Manchester sat next to you. I'm only joking.
Oh, maybe we can get him to come over here. Hey, man.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Here, come here. You want to say hi?
My God is good, oh, oh. My God is good, oh, oh. Hey.
You know, I'll tell you this.
I-C-T-I-O-Y. I got nothing to fear. I got Jesus on my side. I got that.
Hey, you want to say hi?
I got that. Hey, I got that.
I didn't want to say hi.
Hallelujah.
Man, I got to tell you,
Woo.
I got to tell you, I was raised Jewish, but this guy, he's kind of making me want to
Right.
do something. I don't know. It's kind of making me want to act up for Jesus a little bit.
My God is good. Oh, hallelujah.
All right, well. God, I wish I was
Jews
that
are
guy.
cool people too. Jews are very, very cool people.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics in religion and all the rest of it, but yeah,
Well,
God is good.
What are you doing
I'm
out?
going to go and meet one of my friends, and we're going to go sing and busk.
Cool.
So yeah.
Do you want to sing anything right now? It's okay if
Yeah,
you don't. I know
I
it's
do.
putting you on the spot. Just go ahead.
My God is awesome, and He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley, and He will hide me from the rain. Hey.
Whenever British people sing, their accent goes away. They sound American.
No, that was not American.
Do it again real quick.
My God is awesome, and He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. I'm still a mank. I told you, I'm the ambassador for the
It
city.
goes away a little bit.
No, it doesn't go away. I've got
But
a song.
I don't think it makes you less of a mank.
I am the ambassador for this city. Believe me.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people with the computer before
If you
we
need
go?
it. Manchester's the greatest city in the whole entire world. Come visit us. We're waiting for you, and you'll never regret it.
What's your name
Hallelujah.
again?
Pavia.
Pavia, thank you for
Thank
talking to a
you.
gecko. Folks, this has been Being a Gecko in Manchester. I knew nothing about this city before I came, and I feel like I learned a heck of a lot just sitting here in Piccadilly Circus. I say this every episode. I show up. Oh, wait, no, it's not Circus. Gardens. Sorry, there's a Piccadilly Circus, right? It's fun hanging out here in the Piccadilly Gardens. I knew nothing about this city before I came here. I say this every episode, but every time I drag my suitcase to a random location in the world to talk to strangers, I'm always wondering if it will work. And it always does. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it always works. People are always kind enough to have a seat and have a chat. And so, I don't know, next time you're thinking about doing something and you're like, I don't know if this is going to pan out well, give it a shot. You never know what'll happen. I'm a gecko. I'm in Manchester. I'm in Manchester, Piccadilly Gardens. You're somewhere on your computer. We're connected via the grace of God's internet connection. And thank you guys. Geck bless you. See you around the universe. Take care.